35192, send me a text. If you missed the last keyword to go fund yourself at 4:30, there's another one coming at 5:30, and then another one at 6:30 before the Corey Roddick Experience. Each one of them a chance for you to put $1,000 in your pocket. So if you haven't won yet, we have plenty of chances for you to win. Beginning Monday, going to start giving away trips to our sold-out Alter Ego Festival, which is at the Forum in L.A. in January with Blink-182 and a whole bunch of other pretty rad bands. And they're going to be, I think, adding a couple down the road, too. So that show sells out as quickly as it goes on sale. So we'll be giving you a trip to get out there and tickets and the whole thing. So that'll start Monday. You'll be able to win, I think, 9 a.m. with Rover, 5 p.m. with me. So twice a day if you want to get out to Alter Ego. Cavaliers will start the regular season tomorrow night, 7 o'clock tip in Orlando. So your pregame here on MMS will start at 6:30, and then they come home to play the Pacers and open the Romo Fijo season on Saturday. That's an 8 o'clock start. So we, 2 hours prior, will get going the Alan Cox Show, just the tip-off pre-party. The three of us, Bill, me, Poundcake, downtown at the Clevelander, right downtown. We'll start at 6 o'clock. We will have 5 pair of tickets to give to you to get you to that game.
Did we always have 5 pairs of tickets to give away?
Not that I know of. I feel like in the LeBron James days, there might have been fewer tickets available to us. But, 5 pair, and you'll have to get water balloons into the hoop on Poundcake's head. And however many of those shots you can make. Are we going to
do water balloon, or are we going to do the whipped cream?
There was some discussion on that this morning. I got the go-ahead on the whipped cream, or the shaving cream, or whatever. I feel like we'll figure it out.
The production of it is really what it comes down to?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like the shaving cream might be more labor-intensive than just putting water in balloons.
Yeah, but I think it's funnier.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way, Poundcake will be goggled and smocked. And you'll have an allotted time in which to try to get some get some baskets on his little noggin.
Can I take the smock and goggles home for?
You can do whatever you want. Sure. Are we providing the smock?
I mean, get a poncho.
Poncho. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get a poncho and goggles. We have a lot of that stuff already.
Do we?
I mean, for all the things
I need to know if I need to get them. Okay.
Well, I'll talk with the promotions and we'll see what we have
already. I'm happy to pick them up, but he wants them
Yeah.
for future use. Did you hear what he just said?
Oh, I know.
I'm going to need those goggles and waterproof poncho for future use. And by future, I think he probably means that night.
Probably. See where the night takes me.
Yeah. So that'll be Saturday. We'll be at the Clevelander from 6 to 8 with Budweiser, thanks to them. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Love being down there. So that's before the Cavs home opener Saturday night. Our friend Gab Cruz from Sports Time Ohio will be sitting in here tomorrow. Friday, I'm going to be out on Thursday. Friday's show, comedian Luke Null is in town. He spent a season on Saturday Night Live, so I'll be interested to chat him up. He's doing a show with Bill Squire at the Foundry on Friday night.
That's going to be fun.
And then Dr. Ryan Berglund. Where can people get tickets for that, by the way?
BillSquire.com.
All right. And then Dr. Ryan Berglund will return. If you're a longtime fan of the show, you're familiar with Dr. B. Comes in every so often. We do a segment called Is It Red? And he comes in from the Cleveland Clinic. He's a urologist. And then we take your questions. If you're a podcast listener, you can email them to me early. Otherwise, your texts, your calls, all that. He really focuses on what's going on in the strike zone, as you might have figured out. So guys go, yeah, I got some strange this weekend, and now there's something weird going on down there. How can I get rid of this? He tries to offer helpful advice as best he can. Guys have called in with botched circumcisions. People have called in with questions about sounding.
Ooh.
You want to have fun? Google sounding. Those of you who are not in the body modification or fetish community,
no, I don't like it.
Enjoy sounding.
I'll pass out.
His consensus? Not good. Don't do that.
Don't do sounding.
His, if I can quote, professional medical opinion, don't do that. On the subject of Joe Rogan, by the way, I've got tickets for that show all week. Somebody posted a funny video called How Bros React When They Listen to Joe Rogan, or when asked if they listen to Joe Rogan. And it's a guy, this is largely visual. I won't give you the whole thing, but I thought it was kind of funny. It's a girl on a couch with a guy, and they're just talking about their weekend. and she's telling him about a date that she had.
Friday night.
Did you go out last night, or was it?
Yeah, I went on a date.
Oh, really? How'd it go?
It was good. We had dinner and the conversation was solid, and then he brought up the Joe Rogan podcast. So.
Hey, I've never heard of that. What's the Joe Rogan podcast?
Joe Rogan, like Fear Factor, eating bugs.
Yeah, wow, that doesn't ring a bell. Did you say Bro Jogan?
He's like this bald, muscly guy. He's really into MMA and talks about DMT way more than anyone rightfully should.
You're thinking of what's his name?
No.
Okay. Well, anyway, yeah. So the conceit of this is that he pretends he doesn't know who Joe Rogan is, and she goes, "Oh, well, we should get together," because he seems very sensitive and nice and all that. And then he goes into his room, and there's like a fire shrine to Joe Rogan, and there's all kinds of stuff. So,
well, the most I've ever been racially profiled in my entire life was when I got into an Uber with a black driver that had the Joe Rogan podcast on because I ordered it. They looked at me and they go, "Joe Rogan, that's what this guy listens to." I'm offended. I don't
wait.
Wait.
You order. Walk me through this again.
I was
black
down in
driver.
Florida.
Yep, you were in Florida.
Black female driver.
Black female driver.
Me and my friend are going to a bar. We get into I think it was a lift.
Yeah.
And we get in, close the door. She hits play on a podcast. It's Joe Rogan.
Oh, I see. You didn't ask her to play.
No, I didn't ask her to play it.
I see.
She said, based on my profile.
Here are two burly white dudes.
No, it's me and a girl.
Okay.
It's me and a girl.
They probably want to. Well, then why would she have thought both of you wanted to listen to Joe Rogan?
Because she only
podcast?
sees my profile when. So she queued it up. Now, she very well could have just been listening to Joe Rogan. But
black woman in Florida, maybe.
Like a young black woman in Florida doesn't really hit Joe Rogan's demographic.
Gotcha.
So I think what she did is she saw my profile picture and she's like, I bet this dude listens to Joe Rogan, and she turned on an episode of his podcast.
Did you say something to her? You were like...
No, I was listening to it. I'm like, this is a good episode.
You like the Joe
I've heard this one already. Can you go the most current episode?
Right. Hey, sweetheart, fire up the Elon Musk one, will ya? That's a crowd pleaser. Speaking of bald and muscly, did you see the... Is Amazon some white people stuff, Poundcake? I mean, real. For real. Is Amazon some white people stuff?
I feel like it is. I feel like black people don't trust it. They're not trusting of a lot of things on the internet.
I mean, you don't get to be a company that big by just serving one demographic group. That said, Jeff Bezos goes to talk to a school in D.C., mostly black school, right? But there's a class on coding. So these kids are in there. Did you see this video?
No.
Where he walks in and the teacher's going crazy, black female teacher.
And the kids have no idea who he is.
The one kid in the foreground turns to his friends like, "Who's Jeff Bezos?"
Yeah, okay.
And they're coders.
I feel like that's a lot of kids in general would feel like.
Is that what it is?
Who's Jeff Bezos?
Yeah,
My kids are a little bit older than this, but they wouldn't be like, "Oh, Jeff Bezos, the guy from Amazon."
No. But if you were in a computer coding class, I don't care what color you are, I would think that you would know Jeff Bezos.
You're in a computer coding class in 2019 where it's just a class that you signed up for because you're like, I guess I should learn this.
Is that what it is?
You're not like coding was way nerdier back in the 80s and 90s. Now they're just like, do you want to learn some code? And like,
I see.
I don't know. What
like,
can I do with that?
Now it's like home ec in school.
Yeah, if I pass Elon Musk on the street, I wouldn't know who he is. Like, I don't know Elon Musk.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what he looks like.
Really? You don't know what he looks like?
No.
Okay. Well, anyway, if you're watching at AlanCoxShow.com, the video of this is pretty funny because the teacher goes bananas because it's very exciting. It's Jeff Bezos. The kids, however, are like, "Who's this guy?"
One of the richest divorced people on the planet.
Get the right thing here.
Still richer than everybody after divorce.
Yeah, that.
I feel like she was playing it up too.
She is overselling
because he goes, "I'm Jeff Bezos," and she goes, "Oh my God!" He's got security there, What a dope. Oh, I thought, what did you think it was history? She is overselling it, isn't she?
She's overselling it.
She's trying to signal to them who he is.
Let them know, hey, this guy's a big deal. if she wanted to do it correctly, she wouldn't like try to surprise them. She'd be like, "Hey, guess who's coming today? Jeff Bezos. Do you know who Jeff Bezos is? He owns Amazon. He's the richest man on the planet, right?"
Then you have their attention.
And then they'll be
This
like,
is the
"Oh,
richest
yeah?"
man on the planet.
And then they'll be
Right.
like, "Oh, okay."
How did he make his money? Computers.
First, he sold books on the internet.
Yeah.
And then he
Everyone laughed at him.
learned to exploit people's need for things
quickly.
and,
Yep.
and he's running a giant international conglomerate that makes people suffer.
There you go. He's using human capital for his own nefarious needs.
Yep.
And there's nothing we can do to extricate ourselves from this global multinational
Yeah,
corporation.
that's a better way to put it.
There you go. You see that kid in the foreground. Who's Jeff Bezos?
Mm-hmm.
Shut up, nerd.
It is funny, though.
How much cash you got on you?
Throw
Yeah.
a paper airplane at him. Boo.
She should have. You're right. She should have prepped the class on who Jeff Bezos.
Got all that
Yeah.
money and you're still bald. You couldn't get a Bosley or something.
Well, that's how you know there's no cure for baldness, is that the richest man on the planet is still bald.
Did you say you couldn't get a Bosley?
Because kids are terrible. They don't care where you come from, what you accomplished in your life. All they
They
see,
just start roasting you.
They just roast you. They don't care. Because I know that's the type of kid I was. And I look back on that and I'm like, you were a self-righteous, pompous little bastard. Like, you had no discipline. You don't care.
You couldn't get a Bosley.
They couldn't get a Bosley. Kind of like that.
Yeah, hairpiece. You know my favorite Bosley.
Good morning, angels.
That's right. Good morning. Hi, Bosley. I like your hair.
Good morning, Charlie.
Oh, Charlie.
No, it is Bosley, though. Like, Charlie, I think it's just like
Bill
the
Murray
cult.
was Bosley.
Yeah.
Charlie
Yeah.
was the guy on the. I screwed that up. You can get a Bosley. All right. But Bezos doesn't look bad bald. He's smart. There's these dudes where they know their hair's going and they try to hang on, boy. He, early on, went zoop, shave it off. I'll walk around looking like a penis in a suit. What do I care? I'm a multi-billionaire.
Yeah, that's another thing you can add to the introduction with Jeff Bezos. Be like, hey, this is the richest man on the planet. His nudes leaked last year.
Yeah.
They didn't leak, though.
You mean you don't know who Jeff Bezos is?
Oh, did they never actually leak?
I know. I didn't get no alert for that. Believe me. If there's a $100 billion penis, I'm going to look at it.
You couldn't tell where his head was or where his penis was.
And that's how you know there's no cure for the internet, because the richest man in the world still can't get his nudes off the internet.
No cure for the internet.
There's no cure.
You'll find those pictures at couldn'tgetabosley.com. Right. Are you happy
Get a
about Justin
Bosley.
Trudeau, Poundcake?
You know,
He narrowly won re-election.
I
He lost his majority, but he's still the prime minister.
Oh, so they have an electoral college too?
Well, they have a parliamentary system. So his party took the most seats.
Cigarettes. This day and age.
Yeah, we want the funk.
You know how terrible like our
But they lost the majority, so
That's how terrible our democracy is that I didn't even know Canada was having an election. I didn't even know that he was up for re-election.
well, it's not exactly top of mind. I'm just saying that I know you think Justin Trudeau is pretty foxy.
He's a hot piece of ass, but my stomach is still twisted about that whole blackface thing.
But it's become very divided up there, too. I mean, they're not immune to what's going on down here. And not just having to deal with the United States. But, I mean, up there, you know, that brand of populism, kind of that faux populism, is really, it's running through a lot of countries, and Canada's had their own issues.
And I'm not that type of person to think that someone should pay for their mistake for the rest of their life. But I need something a little bit more than that. I don't think there was enough coverage on it.
But we have a lot of bureau cheese in Canada, too, who listen on iHeartRadio.
Because I was a big fan. I think he's dreamy, and I would love to have a president or a prime minister that is, good looking.
So you're ambivalent about his blackface, but you have no problem whatsoever eating the gay hate chicken at Chick-fil-A. I hate to
I know.
drill down on the Chick-fil-A
I'm
thing.
Well,
hypocrite.
he's
I'm
a
a
hypocrite.
hypocrite.
He is a
But then again,
proud hypocrite.
Trudeau
I'm not
does nothing for me.
I'm not even saying that. I'm just trying to figure out where his logic comes from.
That's what I keep
That's
saying.
your problem.
Well, no.
There's no logic.
There is logic, though.
I look for patterns in chaos, all right? I just do. From chaos comes order.
No.
I'm just trying to find those.
Chick-fil-A, like I said, it makes it feel good at that time. I'm eating something. I'm getting whatever I need out
I
of
want
that
to feel
establishment.
good. Do you act out that scene
Yes.
from?
He's Halle Berry in Monsters Ball.
I'm gonna feel good. Oh, you feel
But
good.
Trudeau, he ain't done nothing for me. He ain't my president. He ain't my prime minister. So what does... I don't...
Somebody's got to meme that up where Billy Bob Thornton is replaced by a Chick-fil-A sandwich and Poundcake is Halle Berry in Monsters Ball.
Get on it. Poundcake mini bites. Let's do it.
You call them the mini bites?
The mini bites.
So, what your Chick-fil-A is instant gratification. Justin Trudeau, just a nice guy to look at.
He's
has no
just a hot
sway
piece.
over your life. I understand.
No, yeah, he didn't do anything for me personally, so why would I back him? Like Paul Ryan is a hot piece of ass, but he's still a douche. So is what's his face, Kushner.
Jared Kushner.
So these people,
And again, you stand alone on that one for the most part.
You really do. It's literally you and Ivanka
okay,
who think Jared Kushner is even remotely attractive.
And like the one thing to say, like he could be considered attractive, but to say he's a hot piece of ass, is strange.
What
I
about-
guarantee you, she doesn't even think that.
What about Paul Ryan? That's a good-looking man.
I guess. I mean, to me, Paul Ryan, people thought he was good-looking compared to everyone else in Congress.
Yeah.
I mean, put
Fair
him next to
enough.
Orrin Hatch, and you go, Paul Ryan's a piece of ass. But he's,
Lindsey Graham or Paul Ryan. I'm going Paul Ryan.
Right. At
okay.
least Paul likes girls.
Yeah, no.
Anywho, so we have like Ray in Vancouver, Terry and Caitlin and some other people that listen in Toronto. Victoria is up in Calgary. This is I don't know if they voted for him, but he's the prime minister still.
Yeah, I know. I enjoyed his policies up until I saw that blackface, and it still makes me... I don't know, it makes me cringe, because it wasn't just like a black face. It was he dyed his entire body black.
And it also wasn't like when he was 11.
It looked very demonic.
It was when he was a
It's in the
grown man.
2000s.
Yeah, grown man.
Yeah, it looked very demonic, and I don't like that.
But also, don't forget, his dad. I mean, he would basically be like Donald Trump Jr., right? His dad was the Prime Minister of Canada.
I don't
so
know.
Pierre Trudeau is his dad. So it
His
would
dad's
be...
name was Pierre.
Well, he's French. Yeah, French-Canadian.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like a good leader's name.
Pierre?
Yeah.
You don't think so?
Nah.
Really?
I wouldn't vote for Pierre.
You wouldn't vote... Well, not in the United States, but in Canada you would.
Yeah, even there I wouldn't.
Wow. All right.
I think it's smart to not do Pierre Jr. and to switch it up and go Justin.
Yeah. I'm Pierre Jr.
Pierre's just not a name that you hear and think, I trust that Pierre.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, but his dad was the prime minister for a while, and so that would be like if...
So that's even worse. So you're a politician's son.
Well, no. Listen, he ran and he won the first time around legitimately. I'm just saying that there's still probably... I'm talking about the blackface. There's probably a part of his brain as being the son of a prime minister where you know you're not going to get in trouble for stuff, where you're kind of disconnected from things, right? Especially in Canada. It's not as ethnically diverse as the United States is.
And like I said, I don't think he should pay for it forever. I'm sure he probably did deserve to win the election. Just for me personally, I would need a little bit more explanation than that. I would need, I don't know. What
if he
need.
just thought it was really funny?
I would praise him for being honest, but I don't think I would
thought it
mess
was
with
real
that.
funny. I thought it was real funny to dress up in blackface.
Mr.
For
Prime
all
Minister,
the racist reasons.
do you have anything to say? I thought it was hilarious, y'all. I don't know what to tell you.
Because I'm white and I made myself black, so like that's the joke. It's funny.
I think I would need reparations or something.
Reparations.
I would need something. I would need something. The community as a whole would need something.
I watched the first Watchmen last night.
watched
Speaking
it?
of reparations, it's dynamite.
It's great.
And the whole way through, I'm like, God, this music is great. And I don't mean the soundtrack.
Yeah.
Completely forgetting that Trent Reznor is
did
doing
it,
the score
yep.
for this. So it tracks. I guess
it's
they're
fantastic. It's a great show. It's
Yeah.
really smart. It's beautifully shot. It moves like it's a really well done show.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for this season.
I like that Regina King boy.
She's good.
Yep. She
It's
was
well
in
cast.
I liked The Leftovers a lot, and she was in that. And I think it's the same guy doing
And
Watchmen.
you read Watchmen, like the graphic novel.
I just reread it.
So you get the idea, like you know what's going on.
Yep. All the little Easter eggs in that episode. Yeah.
But I think
this is 30 years after. This isn't like doing the comic book.
It's not doing the comic book
Right.
at all. This is 30 years after the comic book and what the world has become since then, which I really like, and I like the direction they're going with it.
Yeah. So
and it's still doing commentary on society. The comic book, if you don't know the Watchmen comic book, it was a lot of commentary on the Cold War and America at that time in a fantasy world, and this is similar to that, where it's still doing commentary on, Black Lives Matter and All Lives Matter and Blue Lives Matter, all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's very politically charged.
Right.
For sure.
So thumbs up on Watchmen from us.
Nerd alert! Nerd alert! Nerd alert!
All right, Nikki Glazer is coming through. The Bang It Out tour is going to put her over at the Agora on Saturday, April the 11th. So you got to wait a minute for the show, but I'll get you a couple of tickets if you like Nikki Glazer. 35192. Send me a text or alancoxshow.com for everything else.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS and everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio app.